It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, we are a global partner with G.O.D as International School of Ministry since many years. So supporting, the mobilization for evangelism. And that's also the heartbeat of the International School of Ministry. Right now we are also, and you are invited to that if you are interested, with Beat and Werner Nachtigall, I talked about forming a global task force for training. And so that's what we also want to bring together, transparency for mass training, really Christians as disciples of Jesus, who know their calling, who can be evangelists, church planters, future pastors. Yeah, so the ISOM, to give you a short background, I posted our website, our Europe website, and the ISOM International website. We are the Europe office, just right outside of Berlin. And the vision of ISOM came about in the 90s when I studied at the School of World Mission, Fuller Theological Seminary, with Peter Wagner, and Lou Engle was there. He was not so known for the global prayer movement yet. And I went to the Fuller School of World Mission to find out how to train Christians for ministry. And back in the 90s, there was hardly anything available. And when we sat, Berenguer Filan and also we sat in a church planting training course by Peter Wagner. We had required readings, and one was by James Finney. I show the book here, Church Planting by the T Method, out of Alaska. And that was a church planting movement that had started hundreds of churches from their mother church in Alaska. And their vision was transform every local church in a training center for ministry, and every local church in a church planting training center. And that vision stuck. Because, as we all know, we need millions of new churches. When people get saved, they need a local church where they can be discipled to become mature disciples of Christ, to bear much fruit. And so out of this vision, make every church a training center of ministry, the vision came about to bring some of the best leaders in the world in front of a television camera to teach their strongest teachings, pastoral gifts, apostles teaching about church planting courses, evangelists like Thiel Osborne, Ray Comfort, Reinhard Bonke, train the church with courses on evangelism. And now, in the late 90s, 5 semesters were developed by the fivefold ministry gifts. About 40 teachers in the 5 semesters, courses on how to start a cell group ministry by Larry Stockstill, who many might know. Dick Eastman on the ministry of prayer. Courses on developing leadership vision by David Shipley. Church planting course by James Finney, which I mentioned. And so 1998, we started the first Bible schools in Germany, in South Germany. And now we have hundreds of Bible schools started in the last 20 years in the German-speaking nations. And so we help pastors to strengthen their hands to train their whole church as disciples of Jesus. And so the vision is now fulfilled. We have, when people get saved, they can immediately enroll in the semester 1 of the ISOM. And they systematically get to know the whole New Testament, the whole Old Testament, all the important topics, what is about the covenant of God with us? How does God see us? What are my gifts? What is God's vision, God's heart to reach the lost? And so Christians are then trained in 5 semesters for 2 years and many pastors have been trained globally. We have now 400,000 students right now active in the ISOM. We have 80 languages available. About 90% of all the languages that are spoken globally, ISOM has training curricula. So we give the students workbooks, and you can see it on our website, istdbibelschule.de. Right now we develop an English website for Europe. It goes online in June. So a European English website, we have a Dutch website, Switzerland. And out of our office, we have now Bible schools in 20 European languages. Yeah, we have Spanish Bible schools. We have Russian, we have even Hebrew, many different languages. So the vision was, you all know the Jesus film. The Jesus film was used in now, I think, 300 languages, the most used evangelism tool to bring the Jesus film around the world. And Berenger Villan had the vision that ISOM can be the equivalent to the Jesus film movement in disciple making. So after the Alpha course or after the Jesus film, after the ABC, what comes next? And so ISOM trains leaders, trains disciples. And so our vision is to move the church from addition to just, add disciples, add Christians to multiplication. So multiply church planters, multiply evangelists, multiply men and women who have a vision for children ministry, for youth ministry. We have courses on that. So, and we are willing to partner with anybody globally in any language area with the ISOM. The great thing is also that our prices are different everywhere. In Germany, for example, we have in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, about 80 Bible schools. We are by far the most inexpensive Bible school. Most Bible schools, you have to be half-time or full-time, and it costs you in Germany 200 to 500 euro a month. Our semester costs 70 euro a semester, but in Romania, only 30 euro. In some other nations, only 15 euro. In Africa, we have models, structures in Nigeria or in Kenya, where you pay as little as $1 for a semester. So it's affordable for every Christian as a discipleship, training structure. So that is what we have been doing in China. We worked with the 5 largest house church movements and now trained 50,000 full-time pastors, only the leaders of 1,000 or more Christians. So now, and they did in 1 month, 1 semester. In the next month, semester 2. In the next month, semester 3, and so on. After 5 months, 50,000 pastors went through the 5 semesters, and then they trained their leaders, over 100 leaders, over 10. And now over 50 million Chinese leaders and Christians have gone through the ISOM. So that is unlimited multiplication. And now they are in our bachelor program. We have now also bachelor master program. In Germany, we have 13 further modules, and we have now pastors and Christians and churches and house churches in the 5 semesters, but also in the bachelor and in the master module. And there we have another 100 teachers. The last 1.5 years, we also went online, which is very exciting. And we have now a complete online school, which helped a lot during the Corona crisis. So I'm developing now another online platform, which is for subscribers for just 10 euro to offer unlimited training for people in many different topics. Yeah, so visit our English website, our German website, write me an email. And if you have any question, you know, I used my 10 minutes Beat gave me, but if you have 1 or 2 questions, I'm happy to answer your question or have an individual Zoom call also with you.